The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, everybody, I'm twirling the pen. I didn't even notice that. How about that? You're getting tricks on the show, stupid human tricks. Gotta love it. Hey, welcome to the Mark Hoke Show. We're live here at the Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida, for the WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Having a great time, enjoying ourselves. And I got Nate Dallin, my co-host on KLAV, on the line with us. Natey D, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Did I just called you Natey D, too.
Natey D. There's a new one for me.
Wow, that's like
so many of the Nate formations, like the Nate Dog and whatnot, but Natey D, I've never been called.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's so 1992.
I graduated in 93, so yeah.
Yeah, that would have worked. Nobody called you Natey D in high school.
I don't think Natey was a thing back then.
Well, it is what it is. Well, of course, we are live here. We got a couple events going on. Intriguing. I got to tell everybody, if you are anywhere near this place right now, you need to get here with about $110 in your hand. I'm going to tell you what. There are
just 110?
Yeah, there are qualifiers, two qualifiers today going on for the $1,100 event, which is now that WPT kind of is back in, or is going to be qualifying for a World Poker Tour Deep Stacks main event. There's like, I'm looking over and I see about, how many players we have over there, Ryan, for that? It looks like 7 or 8. The qualifier. You're tall, you can see over these people. Yeah, there is an opportunity for you to come down with 10 seats being given away, and there's some people kind of trickling over there now. But I'm looking over, and I actually see about 9 or 10. That's an overlay. And there's another one tonight. So if you have the time. Oh, 14? 14? Well, I can still beat 5 people. I am the master of that. So this is probably going to end up, I'm guessing, in the 40-ball range. So it should be probably about a 1 in 4 shot to get into that Deep Stacks main event. So I would highly suggest hopping in the car and making the drive. Would you agree, Nate?
I'd be there already if I could get there that fast.
I know. Well, you were offered.
I was offered.
You were offered. You turned it down.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have been able to play. I would have been working.
Well, no, we could have thrown each other over there. That would have worked. As long as somebody was covering the spot for SHRPO, we'd have been okay. But so there you go. So that is going on right now. So come on down and play. We would love to see you join us here. I know we had Kelly Kellner on yesterday co-hosting the show, and Kelly is apparently setting up a team of Canadian contingent to attack the SHRPO.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be fun. I hope those guys get down there. Like Logan Dunn and all those fellas. Holy boy. Flying down on WestJet, an airline that I really enjoy. Be all right. Yeah, and I'll tell you, a lot going on there yesterday. But I want to get, if Ryan Lucchese has a minute, I'm just waiting. Once he's done with this conversation with Al Canning, of course, the three of us are handling the blog at shrpo.com, giving you all the updates and the championship events. But Lucchese is going to be very jealous of me, Nate.
Why?
Because last night, let me see if Ryan has a second. Ryan, do you have a second to come say hi to everybody?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, let me see if he's got like 1 second, because I'm definitely gonna. I'm sure that I'm gonna pay for this, and he's gonna get back at me on it in some way or another. But Ryan, now last night, I was covering that exciting Omaha 8 event.
Yes, you.
And you got screwed on the horse tournament, I believe, the
Yep.
other night. Correct? Here, lean in there a little bit. I know you're tall.
Yes.
Yeah, you got screwed on that when you were here pretty late. I got a 9-way chop
Yep.
last night.
You basically got the tournament reporter's royal flush.
I did. It wasn't bad.
And before the money even hit, so even more unheard of. So, but yeah, sometimes that seems to be the spirit here, though. There's lots of chops, more chops than you'd see at a big major event. That's for damn sure. But
well, I just want to get your reaction to you getting screwed and me getting the royal flush.
What goes around comes around, man.
Exactly.
So we'll see. We still got a lot of tournament series left to go. So, but I even got a little bit lucky.
You're both leaving at 7. Fair enough. I'm down with that.
I got lucky with a 3-way chop yesterday. So
yeah, that didn't.
If
hurt.
I get any chop at all, I'm glad. Just yeah, the horse event though, they were just they kept talking chop. They would get to like 6 and talk chop, and then they'd lose another player, and then they'd circle the wagons again and talk about it again. And but then there's always one guy that would just disagree to the terms, and they'd keep on playing.
Why didn't you go rough the guy up? You're 6. For those that don't know, Ryan is 6'6".
I can't really see it on camera.
Yeah, he's very tall, so you could have gone over and kind of leaned in a little bit and taken care of that. I think you should have.
The reporter's job is just to observe and report. Sadly,
I wish more people would understand that concept.
But fly on the wall.
All right. Well, I just wanted to get you on the air and rub that in a little bit.
All right. Well,
but
let me know if you need me to jump back in.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime. Just grab the microphone.
If I come up with something interesting out there, I'll bring it back.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy.
All right.
All right.
Good.
So follow Ryan on shrpo.com. He does a great job, even when he gets stuck covering tournaments for 13 hours.
That's not so bad. Come on. There's worse things you could do for 13 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I say. Somebody asked me a couple days ago. It's like, boy, your job must suck. And I'm like, dude, I am not digging ditches. I am not shoveling shite. So that means I'm having a good day.
Shite.
Oh, man. But I'll tell you, we had a lot going on there. Of course, also going on here now, we do have a couple of tournaments being played out. Right in front of us is one I would love to play. It's one Al Canhane calls the Grumpy Man's Convention. It is the Omaha 8 Stud 8 tournament going on in here.
My favorite.
I would love to be in this one. 26 entrants in that. They are on level 5 right now. A couple of notables in here. Michael Moed is over there playing. So Michael is in the house. And we also have Robert Campbell, who we mentioned a couple days on the show. He won event number 2 and winning his 11th Omaha title. And now he is seeking a 12th today as he tries to take this field down. So that tournament being played right now. We have that qualifier going on. And then, of course, also going on today. Give me 1 second here as I swing around to my schedules. We have flights 1. Let me get here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Give me 1 second. Flights 1D and 1E of event number 7. That is a $350 deep stack no limit hold'em buy-in. $250,000 guaranteed on that. We're definitely going to hit the guarantee on this one. That is for sure. But so 2 more flights on that to wrap that up, and we'll break down what's going on in that one so far. But man, I tell you, busy day. A couple of days here at Seminole Hard Rock. Maybe we had 3 champions crowned yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Let's take a second and we'll recognize those champions. Let's see. We already had the horse tournament. Big Stack, Event 5, the Big Stack Semi-Turbo No Limit Hold'em tournament. That was a re-entry. 156 entrants on that one. Now, Lucchese enjoyed covering this turbo event. You had a good time with the turbo.
Yes.
That was fun. Dude, they started that tournament at noon yesterday. Right? 150 field of 156 entries. Final table at 7:30.
That's a good turbo right there. I love turbos. People make so many mistakes, and you can capitalize on them. It's so fun.
Yep, and Oscar Lindo is your winner on that one. Takes down $10,480. Robert Mello finishing second, $6,061. Armando Gutierrez at the $3,931 finishes in third place in that one. So that was event number 5. The big bad turbo event. Event number 6, we had an 8-handed no-limit hold'em freeze-out. That went into a second day. $1,650 buy-in on that, and what a great field this was. Slide down here. 68 entries in that one, $102,000 in the prize pool. Winner is Zach Goodman. Goodman, I think a 3-way deal on that one. Goodman ends up as your champion, winning $34,680. Victor Figueroa, great pro down here, finishing second, $19,278. And Sam Panzica finishing third, $13,381. Michael Locke was in fourth, Justin Swilling in fifth, Abby Daniels in sixth. Michael Masella.
That's my teammate, by the way, Abby Daniels.
Yeah.
She's a Blue Shark Optics pro.
There you go. She was the chip leader going in, then just had a couple of devastating hands to start the day and couldn't come back. Michael Masella in seventh, and Zoltan Zinkoda finishing in eighth place in event number 6. But that was a wild one, but a lot of great talent in that tournament. And, of course, that tournament, they give you the 1650s when they do them down here, a ton of chips to start. And the players were so deep yesterday, and they finally got down to 3 and said enough's enough. We're just going to cut a deal on this, as they do in many of these tournaments here.
I did notice that. I mean, Vegas doesn't chop nearly as much as Florida does, I guess.
Yeah, it's honestly in these series, it's very rare that somebody doesn't chop an event.
Yeah, I've noticed.
And speaking of choppage, of course, one of the events that I covered yesterday, event 8, that was the $350 Big Stack Pot Limit Omaha 8 tournament. 60 entries in that $18,000 prize pool. And a big winner there, Bruce McGregor, who I put up as Bruce McDonald on Twitter last night, so I corrected that. Oops. Not the worst Twitter error of the day, though, by far. Well, we might talk about that real quick. But Bruce McGregor wins his second tournament in as many series here. A 9-way deal on that one, even before the money. So those guys officially, 6 players chopped $3,000, and there may have been a little wranglings going on at the cage. But McGregor wins his second title. He won the seniors event in the last series of the Rock and Roll Poker Open, and now picks up this title here. McGregor winning $3,000 in cash. Andrew Donovan in second. Nick Gelsomino in third. Mark Cicelli in fourth. David Palmer in fifth. Joseph Padalano, who we got some great pictures of Padalano on the blog at shrpo.com. Gary Kilpatrick, Mike Bozeman, who runs one of the other card rooms in the area, finishes 8th, and David Jacobs finishing at 9th. But McGregor, who gave the first trophy that he won last series to one of his grandchildren, now got a trophy to give to another one.
Aw, that's awesome.
So that worked out nicely. But now McGregor is really looking to try and win one of the big ones. He said in his post-tournament interview with me last night, these are nice and I love playing these, but I want one of the big ones. He's ready for it. So Bruce McGregor takes down event number 8 last night. So 3 champions crowned here yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Don't sound too excited, Nate.
I know, right?
All right.
It rained in Las Vegas all day yesterday, and I found a hole in my roof.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. So.
Brings a whole new meaning to the word bucket list, right?
Yeah. Whole new meaning. But it's finally sunny out. A little under 70 degrees here today. What's the weather there like?
I haven't been outside.
Oh, my God, Mark.
Well, I didn't get outside. No, dude, I got...
You should wake up every morning, walk around the building, and then go back inside. That way you can say, oh, it's sunny. I can smell the ocean. Come on.
I took a couple pictures of the pool yesterday. I went outside. No, but people don't understand. This is what my schedule's like. They're like, oh, man, you're going to Florida. Oh, good for you. Let me tell you what me going to Florida means. All right? Me going to Florida means I do a show here about 3 o'clock. So that means I get up about 1, get everything set up, prepped up, ready to go eat, do the show, get done with the show. I step away for about 45 minutes, maybe, grab something to eat for dinner, get in here, start working around 6 or 7, and it'll be earlier as the series goes on. Work until about 3 or 3:30 in the morning, and then go to bed. Then I get back up about 12:30, so I get my 8 hours, and then I kind of recycle. So it's not the tropical paradise trip that everybody seems to think I get to go on these.
Well, it's going to prepare you for the 7 weeks in fabulous Las Vegas that we have to deal with.
Yeah, I know. World Series coming up. Don't even remind me.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can wait.
It's going to be such a colossus summer.
I know. I want to play that very badly.
Well, let's do it.
Okay. Let's make sure we mention the other event going on here right now. Event number 7, and we really didn't get to break down too much of what's been going on in that. This is a $350 buy-in, $250,000 guaranteed event.
$350 buy-in.
Yep, $350 buy-in, $250,000 guarantee on it. They had the first flight on Sunday and the 2 flights yesterday. So let's take a look at some of those chip leaders. Rapoff Maxim won flight 1A with 323,000 chips. Didn't want to get his picture taken, though I'm sure his picture was taken all day long. These guys, everybody, let me give you a little tip for everybody out there. Your picture is going to get taken.
And they may be known as anonymous.
There are a couple players that do request to be anonymous for certain reasons. But if there's like no good reason, just let us take the picture and put it up so we don't look stupid. It's not a big deal, you know.
Yeah. If you have a warrant out for your arrest or something, that's a good reason, right, Mark?
Yeah, I mean that. Say, hey, look, there's a big problem with you putting my picture up. Like the guy that got busted in Oklahoma we talked about on the show yesterday. Yeah, they were looking for that guy.
I missed that. What happened?
Oh, it was a guy who committed like a bunch of robberies and then got found at a poker table in Oklahoma.
Well, genius.
Yeah, same truck too. Not bad. Anyway, Rapoff Maxim wins flight number 1. He'll carry 323 in. James Mario out of Pembroke Pines, 258. Noel Mark at 213. Or sorry, Mark Noel. Let me back up. Mario James. Mark Noel, I've got last name, first name here. John Valovich and Robert Campbell all bagging up there. So those 5 players, your top 5 stacks in that flight. So they are moving on. Just looking down some of the other notables here. I see Carlos Lovings in there. Angel Vu advanced out of that flight as well. So some pretty solid talent coming out of that first flight. And, they get a couple days off, so not a bad deal on that. In Flight 1B, Ori Hen, who, of course, won an event here last series as well, bags 295, and he kind of ran away with that flight. Hen taking that flight down. Stuart Greenbaum at 212, so you can see a decisive win there for Ori Hen. Oleg Vayman out of Brooklyn at 194. Jeremy Joseph at 193. George Hortlano out of Weston, Florida, 187. Yigalhan, his brother, by the way, finishing in that flight with 159,000 chips. So it was a very henny flight. How about that? How about that? Vasily Lischenko also bagging chips in that flight as well. So that's day 1B. A wild one last night, day 1C, though. I'll tell you what, I was covering this one, and things got crazy in this flight. They had 27 players advance out of that one. And Jorge Rivera out of Hialeah bags 358,500. So easily the chip leader, well, not easily, but pretty much chip leader right now, but almost didn't even win the flight as Hollander Priap bagged 348.
That's a lot of chips.
Yeah, and Hollander actually ended up on the same table with at that point with two of the other 4 biggest stacks in the tournament. So it was a pretty brutal run there for Priap to try and get, or Hollander Priap to get through that flight and keep that stack alive. So Rivera bags 358, Priap bags 348, Brian Emery bags 275. Let's see, Bayram Reyes bags out of Clinton Township, Michigan. There you go, Nate. 215,000. Luis Mantilla 207. Joseph Reddick 200,000. So a lot of chips flying in that one last night. As they only managed to get 27 players out of I want to say 190 or somewhere in that ballpark. But they were playing a kill in that flight last night. Wow, 358 to 358.5, 348. You would think bagging 348 would have won a flight.
Well,
not so much.
It's really not winning a flight, though. Really, 'cause it's still the same tournament.
Well,
So
yeah.
tomorrow, or when you come back, you're still in there. You
Yeah.
can't say, "Oh yeah, well I won the flight last night, so I can just relax today." No, you still have to play.
Yeah, absolutely. So those flights, so like I said, we have 2 more flights of that one going on today, and then they'll be back for day 2 tomorrow. So should be a pretty good one there with that $250,000 guarantee up for grabs here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. Like I said, it's going on today. We have the Omaha 8 Stud tournament, those 2 flights, and I think that's all it's. We do have those qualifiers going on, but in terms of the main events of the series, just those 2 tournaments happening today. Coming back tomorrow is day 2 of that event. We also kick off, Nate, the Flying Chip Fest.
Flying Chip Fest.
The Flying Chip Fest, the $150 buy-in with 8 starting flights. $150,000 guarantee on that. $150 buy-in with re-entries, of course. So brace yourself, because that one, I'll tell you what, that one is just a show and a half. A lot of fun on that. Also on Wednesday, Black Chip, Big Stat Black Chip Bounty, No Limit Hold'em, single re-entry, $25,000 guarantee on that, $3,500 buy-in starting up on Wednesday. Thursday is the $1,100 WPT Deep Stacks No Limit Hold'em single re-entry per flight tournament. It's a $300,000 guarantee on that. 2 starting days on that on Thursday and Friday, and they'll have their day 2 on Saturday there. So those are your that's your action coming up here this week here at the Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida, Lucky Hearts Poker Open. That was your cue to speak.
Hey, my cue. That's my cue.
There you go. All right.
So much going on in the poker universe, Mark.
Oh, there is, and we're gonna talk about some other things going on. And plus, we thought we'd have a little fun. A lot of the Super Bowl prop bets are out. We thought we'd. I know Nate's got a list. I've got a list.
Oh yes, I do.
So we're gonna have some fun with that one, and we're gonna be
Last year's first score safety will not go by all these big bettors this year.
Oh, somebody's got to. You got to drop $2 on that.
Oh man,
You got to drop
$2.
$2.
Myself from last year. Going no.
I don't think that's very likely, though. I think, but of course, you had Peyton Manning. You wouldn't have expected a safety with a Peyton Manning team last year either. So,
well, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I'm looking at it right now, and wow.
Yeah, we'll get into that. All right, so let's take a break, and we will be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the Seminole Hard Rock WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open here in Hollywood, Florida. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. Time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open-Faced Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Faced Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today. There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
I guess I should get back on the air. That is me. Hey, everybody, what's going on? It is Mark Hoke Show live here from Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida, WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow it's KLAV. We're still looking to line up our guests for the show, but we'll be on at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific on the Talk of Las Vegas, KLAV 1230 a.m. at KLAV1230am.com. By the way, Nate, the Poker Night in America spot is just about done.
Awesome.
I saw the rough draft. I just had a couple tiny little things I needed them to change for me.
Nice.
But I'll just say I was aroused.
You were aroused.
I was aroused. Well, I haven't done a TV commercial before.
Aw.
It's pretty cool. It's good for all of us.
Yes, it is.
Pretty psyched. So looking forward to that spot getting started on Poker Night in America. Pretty cool.
I am sitting here staring at the Pro Football Championship game teaser pack from the casinos out here in Vegas, and wow.
Boy, those are just so many sucker bets in there.
Oh yes,
There's some bad ones in there. Yeah, we'll get into that in just a little bit. Let's take a look. Of course, a lot of other things going on in poker right now. Just looking around here, pulled up some news and information for you here.
Well, Mark, did you hear about Full Tilt Poker's little episode in New Jersey?
No. Tell me about the Full Tilt episode in New Jersey.
Well, there were a few players that opened up their Full Tilt Poker account, and there was a message saying that they could play real live money in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, wasn't that strange?
That's interesting.
It was very strange. It was just a pop-up that even said that you could like do some type of exchange for like your Play Money account. You get all your Play Money from your old account into your new New Jersey account. So I'm guessing that New Jersey has plans on entering, or Full Tilt has plans on entering the New Jersey market very soon.
Well, Ray Lesniak said March in that tweet. So who knows?
Is that going to be real money in Jersey?
Supposedly, but that's
now.
But of
how
course,
does Full Tilt Poker get in there without Poker Stars?
Well, they're the same company. It's the same, owned by the same company. So I would imagine that if Poker Stars gets a license, Full Tilt's in too. So we'll see. We'll see if it actually happens. That would be cool. But that is an interesting little pop up.
I don't think it'd be cool. I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like it at all. I think they should disband Full Tilt Poker.
I agree. I think it's stupid. I think
it was stolen from the creators, in my opinion. That is my opinion. I know that they were debunked. They were considered whatever you call it, a pyramid scheme, but they weren't. It was not a pyramid scheme. They may have been insolvent. They may not have had all the money in their accounts, but they were still a active company. And then they turned around, the U.S. government seized it, and then Poker Stars bribed the United States with $750 million to give them Poker Stars, or to give Full Tilt Poker to Poker Stars. And I just didn't like any of it. It's all just horrible.
Well, thank God it's over, though. But
no, it's not.
Well, here's the thing: is that I just never understood. I mean, I understood why Poker Stars, and I've been saying this for a long time now. It didn't happen as soon as I thought it would, but I always thought that the purchase of Full Tilt by Poker Stars was to get the database, to get some of the software, and that was pretty much it. And that they folded up. I mean, to me, there's no reason to have both those companies, both those brands. It just doesn't make any sense.
Poker Stars paid $750 million to ask the U.S. government not to go full force on Poker Stars like they did on Full Tilt.
Oh, of course.
They actually arrested some of the founders that they could find, like Ray Batar, and that's all that was.
Yeah.
I don't think they did it because they wanted the brand. I think they did it so that they could get themselves out of the crap pile that they put themselves in.
That's a possibility. But but from a business sense, that was just always my thought on it. I had never understood why they've kept Full Tilt running, but you can take F-Tops over and put it on Poker Stars, and take Rush and Zoom and put it together, and it's all good. So yeah, but that's how it goes. Well, let's get to some of the other tournaments going on. Now they're done in Jacksonville, so now we can really talk about that real quick. Brian Arbaugh wins the Mid-States Poker Tour Best Bet Jacksonville event, picks up $102,806. Winning that one beats out Jeff Klein on that one. Greg Raymer did make that final table, finishing 9th. But,
only 9th, Greg.
Yeah, but Brian Arbaugh is your winner up there at Best Bet Jacksonville. I hope things don't light on fire when I say that in here. But it's all good. The Aussie Million's going on, and a bunch of players have gone on. They're getting ready to go to day 2. Alex and Antonios has bags the most chips on 1C for $206,000 on that one, and so that event is heading on to day 2 right now in that main event. Phil Ivey moving on in that tournament as well. So the Aussie Millions main event continues on over there in Melbourne.
I'd like to be there.
That would be
That's
all
one
right.
place I do want to scratch off my bucket list.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Let's see what else we got here. Hey, the WPT National Cyprus main event is over. Atanas Kavrakov wins that one, so congratulations to him. Got a nice little flag in the background there. He's having a good time with that tournament, and I think, let's see, and Aussie Millions main event, by the way, Jungle Man had a good day on day 1B, so he kind of rolled it up there.
Now, how is he having a good day? Because if I would have done what he did, I believe it was Dan Cates that threw the chips, like a baseball player, I read.
I did not see that.
He threw chips at somebody at the table because he was mad.
I do not know. I'll have to check on that.
I've got to find that story.
Yeah, you should, because I didn't see that anywhere. So, yep. So that's what we got on those. Yeah. So there's a lot still going on, but of course, the great part about, and of course, the Borgata series going on as well right now. They ran into the snow. I have no idea what's going on up there. Didn't get a chance to take a look. But, of course, a lot of the series wrapping up, and that means everybody's going to start coming down here pretty soon because, of course, we have a $3 million guaranteed main event coming up here starting on February 5th. So that should be a pretty good one.
Sunday was a bad day to be Dan Cates, it says.
Okay.
Running kings into aces multiple times at the Aussie Millions proved too much for his brain, I guess, and he started throwing chips at his opponents. Now, see, if I did something like that, I'd be kicked out. You wouldn't be mentioning me again in a series if I threw a chip at somebody.
Probably, but he is the Jungle Man.
Yeah, he is
he's
the
feisty.
Jungle Man Cates, but I guess that's what you expect from a guy named Jungle Man, is to throw feces like the monkeys do.
I got to interview Dan for like 45 minutes. I think I still have the interview recorded, but a while back, and very interesting character. He's something to talk to, that's for sure. Brilliant guy. Brilliant guy.
Throw anything at you?
No, people don't throw things at me. They like me. What are you gonna do? All right, so that's kind of updates around the poker world. So now I want to, Nate. Oh, let's tell you what. Let me hit our sponsors up real quick because I want to make sure we get them mentioned before the show ends up here in a little while. And we do want to get to these Super Bowl prop bets as well. But of course, so once again, don't forget we're on KLAV 1230 AM and KLAV1230am.com around the world. Of course, based out of Las Vegas. At Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Always some great shows. And of course, you can check out the past shows on iTunes and markhokeshow.podbean.com. Ryan Reese was our last guest. I had a great time with Ryan in the studio. That was a lot of fun. So make sure you check us out on KLAV 1230 AM and KLAV1230am.com. We've got our good friends at pokershop.com. Nate, you know what? I bet they have something that you could cover that hole in your roof with at pokershop.com. 10% off 10% off all your poker supplies with pokershop.com. Chips, tables, cards. They may have a monkey flinging poo, as you like to throw out there. I don't know. They literally have everything you need for your poker room. So check it out.
Just got a bunch of Annie Duke books. I'll put them up there. Let's cover the whole.
Yeah, you might get more than 10% off on those. But check it out, pokershop.com. We also have our good friends at Poker Night in America, as we mentioned. CBS Sports Network on Mondays at 10 p.m. We'd love to have you tune in. And looks like I may be heading, depending on scheduling, I may be headed for their tapings in Philadelphia at the end of April. That should be fun. Of course, almost all the grindettes have been on Poker Night in America now, as Katie Stone and Jamie Kerstetter just did a taping in Atlantic City at the Golden Nugget. So make sure you check that out at Poker Night in America. CBS Sports Network, Monday nights at 10. Of course, Poker Night TV is the website. So take a look-see at that. We also have our good friend Zen Poker Mentoring. We're excited about this one, Nate.
I am. I can't wait. These guys are great. I've had personal experiences with just about each and every one of them, and being at the WSOP Academy. And these guys are great, and I'm so happy that these guys teamed up together. They're an amazing team of very talented players that have the skills to actually teach you something that'll help you win not just a tournament, but a bracelet, a ring, and help you scratch that off your bucket list.
Yeah, so we've got a big event coming up. Their first clinic is going to be held at the Meet Las Vegas Event Center in downtown Las Vegas across from the D on February 21st and 22nd. First 15 people to sign up get 2 free nights at the D included. Plus, they're going to be giving away a seat to the Colossus. And, of course, you're going to get some great coaching from Brian Rast, Vanessa Russo, Christy Arnett. Should be an awesome time. So make sure you join us down there. And, of course, we'll be broadcasting live. So kind of looking forward to that.
That's going to be a great time.
Yeah. I may sit in a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Let Rasty teach me something.
Yeah. Now, they are giving away a seat to the Colossus for everybody who joins that also.
Well, hang on a second. There's some sort of breaking news. It's a little...
Straight from Seth Polanski, the top 1,000 players guaranteed to get a payout in this year's main event.
Wow, some breaking news. I need that. I need that link. But let me check my mailbox here because we have breaking news about the World Series of Poker. So I'll tell you what. Well, let me finish sponsors while I take a look for this. But there is huge breaking news about the World Series of Poker main event. So hang in there for just a little bit, and I'll while I'm going through all the sponsor sheets, we'll try and see if I got a press release on this. But of course, we also have our good friend Dutch Boyd, PokerTilt.com. Make sure you pick up that brand new book. It is something else, just a documenting of an amazing poker career and a man who had a lot to get off his chest. And you can check it out at PokerTilt.com, also available on Amazon and Kindle. So make sure you check that out. Our good friends at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go? Build that website, and they'll take you wherever you need to be. Bob Lusk at 522-820-5128, 522-820-5128. They are the internet home of our show, and we certainly do appreciate all that Bob does for us. And, of course, just had a birthday a few days ago, so let's wish Bob another happy birthday. He certainly deserves it. And, of course, our good friends at the Nevada Poker League, $50,000 cash and prizes playing for free out there at 21 different locations in Las Vegas. 21 of them, Nate. Wow. It's not bad. So make sure you check that out at NevadaPokerLeague.com. All right, and I do have a press release in my mailbox. Are you ready for this?
I'm looking at it as well.
Are you ready for this? The
Yes,
World
sir,
Series
I'm
of Poker announces a 2015 main event payout change. 1,000 players guaranteed to receive payout. Means most winners in 46-year history. The dates will stay the same, July 5 through 14. $10 million first place guarantee is gone. It's gone. They have taken that out. So
this is a player demand, I believe.
It was, and they actually, and I remember that they put out a survey on this too, and a lot of players were discussing it. I'm not 100% sure about paying down 1,000 places, but hey, you know what? If it works, it works. So they made that change for placing the $10 million first place guarantee in forms guaranteeing 1,000 places receiving winnings. The dream of life-changing money is core to the DNA of the WSOP main event, and we want to make it easier to experience playing in poker's big shows, said WPT or WSOP. WSOP Executive Director Ty Stewart. Our players understand numbers, and 2015 now presents the best odds ever to leave the main event a winner. Let me continue through this. With a strategy to more broadly distribute the prize pool, the WSOP main event will still award a massive prize to its champion. If participation numbers are the same, the 2015 winner would receive $8 million, prize consistent to winners of the past decade before last year's $10 million first place prize to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the event at the Rio. In addition, all final table participants would receive at least $1 million. So in this press release, they then broke that down on how those payouts would have gone out. Just to give you an idea, if it would have been a normal payout structure, or it would have been a payout structure like this with paying down 1,000 places, first place would have gotten $8 million, second would have gotten $4.66 million, Then it would have been 3.5, 2.75, 2 million, 1.5, 1.25, 1.1, and then 1 million for ninth.
You mean Newhouse? Isn't Newhouse ninth now?
Ninth, yeah.
We're just gonna call ninth Newhouse.
Wow, that's pretty rough. And
in the main event, isn't that right? That's just what it should be called. Ninth is now the Newhouse.
Okay, we'll let you talk to him. We'll let you talk to him about that. And then paying down now. 693rd was last year's last paid place. That spot would have gotten $16,750, and then 694 through 1,000 would have gotten $15,000 based on using this pay structure from last year's numbers. So now the top 1,000 are going to pay out, and really when you think about that, I think that number comes out around, I want to say about 14 or 15% without having the calculator in front of me. So I think that's pretty reasonable. I know there were a lot of people out there who were saying the top 20% should get paid, and honestly, I thought that was too much.
That's too much.
I think that was too much, but this seems to be a very, very good compromise on that. I was personally never big on the $10 million. I understood why they did it, but at the same time, I just felt like it affected the prize pool and payout structures too much and made it too top heavy. So this is a huge change. So this just got announced today. Actually, within let's see, I got the press release here.
Literally minutes ago.
Yeah, literally minutes ago.
8 minutes ago it got sent out.
Yep. So there you go. So big news breaking from the World Series of Poker. The main event will now pay 1,000 spots.
That's so good.
Yeah, and I kind of like.
Good.
Well, and I think it's a good compromise from what everybody was saying because, like I said, I disagree with it. I disagree with the 10 million. I disagree with the 20%. So this kind of put it right down the middle. And I think that's a pretty fair number.
Yeah, if you're a decent player, you can pad your Hendon mob a little bit by getting a min cash now. Only having to go through 1,000 players.
I like that, trying to pad your Hendon mob with the World Series Poker main event cash.
Hey,
I'd like to
breaking it down to 1,000 players. That's big.
Yeah, I agree.
1,000 players now are going to be able to say I cashed in the main event, and that's a lifetime goal for most people. I know I've played in it and haven't cashed in it yet, but I will. And this gives me a better chance to cash in it.
Yeah, and and my argument the whole time before this was, the first thing that's really on a player's bucket list is to play the main event first. And and the one thing that I would really like to see the World Series of Poker do is establish more of a satellite network, be it through the WSOP.com or through their casinos, to really be running satellites all the time to put the numbers in here. Because honestly, if you could get this thing up to 10,000 players, just as an example, this structure would have been the normal 10%. So I'd like to see them do more of an outreach to and to people running home games and set up structures for them so they can bring people in. There's a lot of different things I think could be done to up those numbers. So who knows? But
they do hold satellites. They have the satellite room right there in the World Series where it's constantly churning out players.
Well, but I mean worldwide, constantly, year round.
Well, WSOP.com has to get some international licensing.
Oh well, I'm saying, but work with other, work with casinos, work with people, people running home games and tournaments that are sending people out. Create a program that incentivizes people to do things like that, to get their buddies together and do it. I mean, I think there's a lot of outreach that they could do to boost those numbers if they wanted to. So.
When you talk home games, then you're getting into some really gray lines. Like over in Fairfax, a SWAT team just raided a high-stakes, they called it the Great Falls poker game. Now, this game, it was a $20,000 buy-in, twice the amount of the main event. And the cops raided it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So be careful about the home games that you want to go to, because they are buckling down nationwide on illegal home games. And if this bill passes before the World Series, Mark, we could find the smallest field since like 1990.
It could be bad
in the World Series.
Yeah, of course that's Senate Bill 40 in Nevada that would prevent people from staking anyone in a poker tournament. So keep your eyes on that
I
one.
would really like to see numbers of the $10,000 main event without staking.
Oh.
To see how many players could actually come up with the $10,000 all on their own, not have to owe anybody money after they won. I'd love to see the actual numbers of how many players put down their own $10,000 to play.
Yeah, you'd really have a main event then in a real world championship because there wouldn't be that many.
I agree.
All right. So there's that breaking story from the World Series of Poker. How about that? All right, let's get one more break in, and then we're going to get into the Super Bowl prop bets. Should be a lot of fun. So let's take our second commercial break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live for the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker, Lucky Hearts Poker Open here in Hollywood, Florida. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors, and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. Time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center, across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way. With all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, and we are back, and Angel Wu is diving. She is everywhere. This girl is taking over Florida. She is the queen. Are you now the queen of poker in Florida? You gotta lean in there a little bit. Are you? Are you the queen of poker in Florida now? Hang on just 1 second. All right, there we go. Now, go ahead. Are you the queen of poker in Florida?
Well, I would rather be the princess.
The princess? That's not bad. Well,
But that means there's a queen.
right. By the way, Nate, Angel does not have headphones on, just so you know. So,
Oh, all right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Nate Dowland on the line there, too, with us. Angel, of course, you did advance
Yeah.
into day 2 coming up here tomorrow. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited about. Consider I got a really big bad beat. I run full house to quads, like the third
Ooh.
level.
Ooh.
Like 20,000, I was down to 3,000 in the third level. And somehow I run it back up to like 52 and back 42 in one bullet.
Well, hey, 1 bullet. That's good. That's very good.
The power of the frog.
Yeah, now, the power of this frog, for those that don't know, Angel's got this amazing frog that she uses for a card protector. Very lucky.
Yeah.
You actually, I think you have a new business that you can start with that. Because last night, during the horse tournament, one of your friends, you loaned out the frog.
Uh-huh.
He went all in and doubled up and stayed alive, ended up cashing in that Omaha 8 tournament last night. What is so darned special about that frog?
I got that frog in Vietnam, and I went to a store and I asked her, "Can you sell me something lucky because I need to use it to go play poker?" And she was like, go to all her stuff and digging for it, and then she come out with this frog. It looks so ugly, but it's like angry looking and it's heavy. I'm like, "You sure this lucky?" And she's like, "This is gonna be really lucky." Ever since I got it, I just keep going like final tables, like cash in a bunch of events. So I think it's working.
Where exactly did you get this frog? Because I think a lot of people would like to buy one of those.
The frog is probably like only like $5, but you have to buy a ticket to go to Vietnam. It's probably cost you like $1,500 for it.
Oh, well, you know what? That $1,500 might be worth it to have the
Might be
success that
worth
you've
it.
had.
I think it's really like the positive thinking. You know, when you think that it's lucky, luck will come. So.
Yeah, well, you've been playing great over the past year.
Thank
and
you.
How are you feeling about your game right now? Because people are starting to get to know you now a little bit. You come in the room and everybody knows who you are, so you don't have that sneaky factor anymore.
Right.
So what kind of adjustments are you having to make in your game to keep ahead of the pack a little bit?
I'm like a person of learning. I love to learn new things. I love to adapt to new challenge and different situation. I went to play in Choctaw not too long ago, and nobody there know who I am and know how I play. And I was wondering what's the difference between playing a place when everybody know who you are, know how you play, and going to the place that nobody know you. The most important thing is to be able to adapt your game and to be able to think what your opponent think about you. So in a place that everybody know how I play, I would adjust my game depends into that situation. And in a place that nobody know how I play, I will play in a different style that adjust my game into that, because my image will change whether or not people know how I play. So I feel like a good player should be able to switch their gears in any situation, because those are the environment that you cannot control. I cannot control that people know me or not. I cannot change that fact. I can only change my games depends on that situation.
Yep. So, well, very good advice for everybody there. Now, let's get some more advice, because you're going to be doing, I guess you have another interview coming up here in a little bit. Are you're doing?
At like 6 p.m.
So, now you were talking to me about getting hammered before the interview. Now, Angel, I know that you weren't much of a drinker when the last time we were down here, and a couple times ago, and we got a couple in you.
Yeah.
Got you a little happy down there at that Murphy's Bar here in Seminole Hard Rock. But I've noticed out there in the Twitterverse that you've been enjoying a little bit of booze every once in a while. What's up with that? What's up with the teetotal in there?
Well, like all my friends, every time they go out, they always drink, and I feel left out. I feel like I'm the only person that they always drink juice. So I'm trying to I'm trying to train myself, because I guess it takes time to after I drink one beer, I can go to a beer and a half and 2 beers, and it's so funny because after one shot, my friend will be like, "Angel's gonna get white girl wasted after one shot."
White girl wasted?
Yes, white girl wasted.
Yeah, yesterday I took half of lemon drop, and after half a lemon drop, I already feel like I'm there. I already feel lightheaded and flying and all that stuff. And my friends just look at me, just, wow, this girl is so lightweight and such a cheap date.
So are you dating anybody right now? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, actually, Adam Rouse.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
We just get together in New Year. It's pretty romantic. He asked me to be his girlfriend right on New Year's Day when we were watching fireworks.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, he really is nice to me. Very good to me so far. So
well, that's
we're
awesome.
Very happy. It's good to have a traveling partner, so it cut down your expenses and talk about hands and encourage each other. It's positive energy. When you lose, you have somebody there to talk about it. It's always good.
And a snuggler. You got a snuggle bunny there, so that's all right. Well, that's good. I'm glad to see everything's going well for you. It's kind of sad that all the guys out there are off the market. But otherwise, congratulations on everything.
Thank you very much.
Well, we wish you all the best. I hope things go well for you on day 2 tomorrow, and let's see if you can pick up another trophy. It seems like we're getting a lot of repeat winners from the last series, so you might be next.
Oh yes, I hope so. I really love the trophy. It looks so cool.
It does.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll let you get going. Thank you so much for stopping by, Angel. Good to see you.
I appreciate it.
You got it. Angel Vu, everybody. Oh, she's just a sweetheart. God, they need to clone this girl.
And a consistent winner.
Yeah. I mean, since she stepped out from behind the dealer's table, I mean, she has just been killing it.
And that is one ugly frog. There is a picture of it on SHRPO.
There is. That's only a $5 frog. It looked like a $25 frog to me. At least.
Well, she should run it out for $500 at a tournament.
I'm telling you, the minute that she put that thing down with I'm trying to remember who that was. The minute she put it down, dude doubles up. The minute she put it down, I was standing there. I couldn't believe it. That frog is lucky as hell, to say the least. Let's see. Just looking around, by the way. Yes, that is correct. Thank you. Looking around here at the 08 Stud 8 tournament. Just seeing some familiar faces. Joe Padalano's over here having a good time. I love watching him play. He's hilarious. Michael Moed's still in there. Robert Campbell's still in this field as well. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to look at 1, 2, 3. Let's see. We got 6. Because they're playing 8-handed here. 6, 6, and 6. So it looks like we got 18 players on the table right now in this thing. 26 entries. They're just getting ready to. Oh, they're still in level 6 with about 10 minutes to go on that. So their limits are at 250, 500 in that tournament. But at least they're having fun. Normally, every time we cover one of these tournaments, the Omaha tournaments, they're grumpy. I don't know what it is. They're grumpy and cantankerous.
Cantankerously grumpy.
Yeah. So, it's kind of nice to see some people at least having a little bit of a good time out here today. But, and speaking of a good time, of course, Super Bowl Media Day is going on, which is, ESPN's day to, say, hey, we're here and we're awesome. They actually had Trey Wingo showed Trey Wingo and Mark Schlereth and Herm Edwards eating. Really? Don't you guys have anything better to do? And Marshawn Lynch, by the way, showed up. Of course, we all know the Seattle Seahawks running back, not much for interviews. And was threatened apparently a $500,000 fine if he didn't attend, and was made himself available to me for 5 minutes, and said, and to every question, "I'm just here so I don't get fined." That was it.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. So thanks for playing Marshawn Lynch. But
I want to have those issues.
That'd be all right. That'd be nice if somebody, if you could have the ability to be fined $500,000.
No, you're
I wouldn't.
11 to 5 if Lynch is the first one to catch a reception. The first reception caught by the Seahawks. If it's by Lynch, you get 11 to 5.
That's not bad. So, yeah, and, see, I was just segueing into those Super Bowl prop bets. So I know you got a list from Stations Casino in Las Vegas, which, covers a ton of properties out there. And I've got a few that are coming out from various sources, including like Bovada and so on. Some pretty good ones here. Of course, this is a big one that starts things off. How long will it take Idina Menzel to sing the U.S. national anthem? This is a huge bet at the start of the game. We have a line set. The line is at 2 minutes, so we have an over at -130 and under at -110. I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under.
Wow.
Well, Kelly Clarkson, and this is some of the stats they put up. Kelly Clarkson, 1 minute and 34 seconds in 2012. Last year they had an opera singer doing it, and it was 1:53. So it says, unless your name is Alicia Keys, hanging a number north of 2 minutes is a joke. So take the under on that 2 minutes.
Well, that's like an auto win.
You would hope.
You should send in your
paycheck
on that one.
Could you imagine if somebody plunked down like $10,000 on how long the national anthem singing is going to be?
That'd be great.
Luke Hazy would do that. He's a little crazy down there. You'd put $10,000 on the length of the national anthem bet, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No? Are you sure?
I'm not crazy with betting.
But it's under 2 minutes. If you knew the stats, you'd do it in a heartbeat.
I'll tell you what. If you knew the singer, if you knew the singer and you got to hear her practice, I'd be rolling money down there in a hurry. I'd find a way.
Like, hey, sweetheart, come here. See this clock right here?
Yeah, just let's rehearse a couple times. Let's click this out.
Yeah.
So I'll let you go down on one of the sheets, Nate. What's one of the bets that you have?
Oh, let me see.
While you're looking, real quick.
Touchdowns scored in the game.
Total touchdowns. I think it's going to be a mid-level number.
Mid-level number? They got 5.5.
Oh, that's
over and under.
Oh, that's a good line on that.
That is.
I think that's a good line.
Total interceptions in game. It's only 1.5 is the line there.
That might make sense too. That's a tough one there. I have a couple here. I got the really fun ones here. I should have tacked this on. I'm sorry. There's a will Idina Menzel forget or omit at least one word of the official U.S. national anthem. There is a plus 400 on yes, minus 600 on no.
Ooh, those are fun.
So, let's see. Now, this would have been a good one to take if you had the shot today. Will Marshawn Lynch be fined by the NFL for any incident on media day? The yes was plus 400. The no was minus 600.
It was close.
I think he might get fined today. I have a feeling.
He still has a chance.
We got another one here with Marshawn Lynch. Will Marshawn Lynch grab his crotch after scoring a touchdown in the game? Yes, plus 400. No, minus 600.
So they're basically saying he won't. I bet it.
That's a tough one. I'd have to lean towards the no on that, I think. I've got which coach will be mentioned first by name on TV after kickoff. You got Pete Carroll minus 110, Bill Belichick minus 130. Which coach will be shown on TV first after kickoff? We got the big one. Which color will Bill Belichick's hoodie be? We've got a gray minus 200, a blue plus 175.
Blue.
And they threw in the red for plus 700.
Ooh.
I think gray is the color. How many times will Katy Perry be mentioned in the first half? Line is at 2. We've got over minus 130, under minus 110. Oh, I can't believe some of these bets. Will Bill Belichick smile during the game on camera? Yes, plus 150. No, minus 200.
These don't have the fun ones like they did last year. Last year it was like plus 900 for the first score of the game to be a safety, and it was. And I'm still kicking myself. How do you not place $5 in a 900-1 bet?
Here's one for the Tom Brady fans out there. You ready for this? How many times will Giselle be shown on TV during the game?
Oh, I wish they just have her on a whole separate channel at the same time.
The over 1.5 is minus 140, under 1.5 even. So that one's on the board. Who will be shown
more than once?
Who will be shown more on TV during the game? Robert Kraft minus 200, Paul Allen plus 150. So that's not a bad one. Oh God! And now we got more Katy Perry bets. You ready for this? What color will Katy Perry's hair be when she begins the halftime show? We got black, brown plus 200, blue, green plus 300, pink, red plus 300, blonde plus 400, purple makes the board at plus 500.
You're going with purple.
Nah, I'm feeling the blue-green. I think blue-green might be the way to go. What song will Katy Perry perform first at halftime? You can bet on this, guys. These are actual Super Bowl bets. What song will she perform first? We got Firework at plus 150, Roar at 150, plus 150. This Is How We Do plus 500, Dark Horse plus 1,200, E.T. plus 1,200, Wide Awake plus 1,200, Last Friday Night plus 1,400, Waking Up in Vegas plus 2,000. That's not bad. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, she's got to kick it off big. I think Roar is going to be the Roar could be the open on that.
It could be.
Let's see. Here we go. Here's a big one. How many times will, quote, deflated balls be said to during the game? We got over 3, minus 130, under 3, minus 110.
Oh, Inflategate.
They've got bets on the Nielsen. They got bets on the Nielsen rating and how many viewers. Oh my God. How about this one? Are you ready? What will be higher? Russell Wilson passing yards, minus 120. U.S. national average gas price in cents on Monday, February 2nd, minus 120.
So it's going to be like 235, right? So, ooh.
Yeah, tricky bet there, huh?
Yeah.
Who will the Super Bowl MVP mention first in his interview? Teammates plus 150, God plus 500, Fan City plus 750, Coach plus 1,200, Family plus 1,200, Owner plus 1,200. Does not mention any of the above plus 200.
Aww.
and here's it. And now, of course, we have a Gatorade bet. This is always a big one. What color will the Gatorade or liquid be that is dumped on the head coach of the winning Super Bowl team? Orange plus 150, yellow plus 250, clear/water plus 300, blue plus 750, red plus 750, green plus 1,000. I'm liking. I feel blue. I think you got two teams with blue in there, so I think blue might be a good one. That could be a big payoff at plus 750 on that.
Could be.
That's not bad. Groundhog Day parlay. There's, of course, Groundhog Day coming up right after the next day after the Super Bowl, so brace yourself on this one. Punxsutawney Phil sees shadow and Patriots win Super Bowl plus 250. Punxsutawney Phil does not see shadow and Patriots win the Super Bowl plus 220. Punxsutawney Phil sees shadow and Seahawks win the Super Bowl plus 275. Punxsutawney Phil does not see shadow and Seahawks win the Super Bowl plus 240. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
That is just unbelievable. And we also have one more for our dear leader. They had to get him in there. Who will Barack Obama pick to win the game? Seattle even, New England minus 140.
Oh,
unbelievable! So, and they've got all sorts of, and then this listing I have as the Super Bowl MVP. Tom Brady is the favorite at 7-4. Russell Wilson 7-2. Marshawn Lynch 4-1. Gronk is 9-1. All the way down to Steven Hauschka, the kicker for Seattle, along with a bunch of other guys, at 100-1. So there's your major Super Bowl prop bets.
Major.
So get yourself in on that. And our Omaha Stud 8 tournament has just gone on break, by the way, and they're going to be doing chip counts. So I'm sure Ryan Lucchese is going to have those chip counts up on shrpo.com for everybody out there with bated breath, wondering what's going on in the Omaha Stud 8 tournament here at the Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida, Lucky Hearts Poker Open. I can tell he's excited about it, too. He wants to know those chip counts. We all need to know those chip counts. It is a must. Let's see if we do have any updates in the tournament. Of course, if you want to follow along, just go to shrpo.com. Al Can Hang. Should we call him Luke Crazy like he likes to be known? I don't know. I mean, we can go with it either way. And myself covering the tournament here for everybody. Let's see if we've got some news and notes. Ryan's got the field update 26 entries in event number 9, which is that Omaha 8 Stud 8 tournament. Robert Campbell, Mike Moe, Tim Patros in there. And those tournament final numbers coming up in a little bit because they still got a little ways to go before we wrap up registration. That day 1 or day 7D. I still haven't. I'm trying to figure out how we're supposed to be writing that. We'll have to get that one squared up because we were writing 7A and now Al's got 1D and I'm all befuddled on that. So that's where things are right now. Of course, those qualifiers. Guys, come on down. We've got those Deep Stacks qualifiers coming up for you today. I mean, there's not many players in this thing right now. I mean,
how many ended up joining?
I don't know what the number. Ryan, can you see the number for the Deep Stacks qualifier? He's banging away over there. He's typing it up. Let me. They got the monitor tilted away from me, but it only looks like a few tables. So great opportunity for you. Of course, another one of those coming up later on tonight, I believe, at 8 p.m. 10 seats guaranteed for that Deep Stacks qualifier for the $1,100 tournament coming up next later on this week. So come join us. Should be fun. Oh, yeah, we're in Florida. We're having a good time, and we do appreciate Seminole Hard Rock having us down here. Always a blast, and we're got a lot of action coming up for you later this evening. With we'll have should have the conclusion of this Omaha 8 Stud 8 tournament and the 2 flights remaining in that $350 buy-in, $250,000 guaranteed tournament. Wow. It's a lot of money, Nate.
It is a whole lot of money.
It is. All right, so I think we're going to wrap it up from here. Man, we got to 20 after 4 already. It just flew by, real quick.
Too quick.
It's amazing how this show goes sometimes. So that's going to do it for us, guys. We will see you on KLAV 12:30 a.m. in Las Vegas and KLAV1230am.com. We will probably have a guest announcement later on today, let you know who's going to be on the show. But should be a great time with Nate and Joe Payne and myself. So we certainly appreciate you joining us. I get to sleep in a little bit. That brings me pleasure.
I'm sure it does.
All right. So, guys, we will see you tomorrow on KLAV 12:30 a.m. and KLAV1230am.com. I want to thank you for joining us for this edition of the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks to Angel Vu for stopping in. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, wherever you are in this big blue ball of earth. We will. Did you like that?
Big blue ball of earth.
That's it.
So, okay.
I need to get some sleep. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
He said blue ball.
Wow. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.